Today's post-game reaction as the Miami Dolphins take down the Houston Texans is sponsored by RexMD. If you're maybe having some troubles in the bedroom, not performing the way you want to, they're here to help. Get up to 90% off, only pay $2 per dosage at rexmd.com/chat. Last week, the Dolphins couldn't finish. RexMD again. This week, they did. 28-3, the final score in this one. The Dolphins' offense was much more impressive. They were more reliable. A very quality showing after a disastrous start. The first play is an interception by Tua, and then the Dolphins struggle and they fumble. They almost have a fumbled snap. They're back at their own 2-yard line, and they march all the way down the field and cap it off with a touchdown. A much better showing here out of the Miami Dolphins. We'll break down some reaction to the game here, and we will also have a more in-depth winners and losers for you guys on tomorrow's show. So make sure you are subscribed. YouTube.com/Dolphins News. Free videos for you all throughout the season. In general, there's a lot of positivity from this game. Total offense, the Dolphins had almost 400 yards, and they had -2 with the kneel down there, so they really had 400. Much more accurate. They avoided most of the mistakes, minus the very first throw. But they went 20 of 28 after the first throw, right? They ran the ball really well. 5+ yards per carry. We will discuss, of course, Salvon Ahmed as well. The turnovers were better. They dominated time of possession. Dolphins offense, 2 thumbs up from your boy. I was very impressed with how they fared in this particular matchup. The defense was awesome. C.J. Stroud got the ball on his first drive at the 7. Dolphins defense stood strong. You love to see it. The passing offense was not doing anything for Houston. The ground game was doing nothing. Now, it's very tough for me to fully eval trench play on both sides in the live copy like what we did today with the watch party. I thought they played pretty well. We weren't saying big plays aloud. Probably is the no news is good news type of situation there. No takeaways, almost had a few interceptions, but very impressed by what Miami did defensively today. So grade the Dolphins in their preseason contest against the Houston Texans. This is going to be today's pinned comment. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there. A, B, C, D, or F. Injury notes. Now, as we film this, the press conference is going on right now for Mike McDaniel. Maybe there'll be some updates to come out later. But Robert Jones, the backup guard, kind of competing for a role, either maybe as a starter on the right side or at least as a backup on the team, injured in the second quarter. No real details as of filming, so fingers crossed he is okay. Maybe even more concerning, Achane, the Dolphins rookie running back out of Texas A&M, was carted off to the locker room in the third quarter. Now, I don't think this was actually a leg injury. I did see one clip that Achane landed on his shoulder, then kind of left the field after that, and the cart, he was hanging off the side, which I've never seen anyone do for a lower body injury, so might be a shoulder. Hopefully okay again. No more details right now on Achane. All we can do is hope and that he is okay because he's explosive, when he's out there. Today's show is made possible by RexMD. If you sometimes lack some confidence in the bedroom, if you wish you could have a more fulfilling sex life, you are not alone. We're excited to tell you guys about RexMD, the online source for men's wellness. RexMD offers an easy and discreet way to get the medication you need for ED without having to visit a doctor's office. With just a few clicks, you can have your meds delivered straight to your door at a fraction of the cost of traditional pharmacies. RexMD's team of licensed physicians will work with you to find the right treatment plan, and their medication is made in the USA so you can trust its quality. Plus, their customer support team is available 24/7 to answer any questions or concerns you might have. Take control of your sex life. Say goodbye to ED. Head on over to rexmd.com/chat. It's the best they've ever offered. Up to 90% off and only pay $2 per dosage. Links in the comments section and the description of today's show. All right, some takeaways on our instant reaction video. After a horrible first throw, Tua did bounce back. That was a really bad interception. I mean, they do kind of an RPO boot left. Maybe it was just a straight play action. And Tua looking, trying to throw it across his body, and it's picked off. So a bad decision. And then he settled down nicely. You know, Mostert had 30 yards on the next drive. Tua had 61 through the air. Much better drive. And frankly, maybe a great reason for why the Dolphins gave some practice or some preseason reps here. Because if that's your first throw of the season, oh boy, now you at least can build some confidence from that perspective. All right, takeaway number 2. How about some quarterback battle thoughts? Mike White did not play very much in this particular game. He had one series. I wonder if there was an injury undisclosed or something. But Skylar Thompson, who really struggled in the first preseason game, was way better. 15 of 22, 157 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So a really strong bounce-back effort from Thompson, who at minimum has made this quarterback 2 battle a real battle once again. You know, 7.1 yards per catch, didn't make any mistakes, took 1 sack. Mike White did on like 3 plays. So assuming White's okay, I do think it'll still be a battle going into week 3 of the preseason. So pick a quarterback 2. MW for Mike White. ST for Skylar Thompson. Sound off for me in the comments section. MW for Mike White. ST for Skylar Thompson. How about perhaps your most explosive player, Salvon Ahmed? He was awesome in this matchup. Now, his numbers actually came back down because his final 2 carries went for like -3 or -2 yards combined. Finishes the day on the ground, 12 carries, 99 yards. That is, those of you not mathematically inclined, 8.3 yards per carry. A long of 65. And oh, by the way, was a top 3 leading receiver in the game. 4 catches, matching the game high. 32 yards, 3 behind, matching the game high. And a touchdown. Myles Gaskin did not play in this game due to an undisclosed reason. I believe it was an injury. Who knows? Ahmed, though, might have just found his way to the Dolphins roster with a fantastic performance. After that, man, someone might claim him if you do cut him in the end. Let's talk wide receiver 3, and maybe this is Braxton Berrios. He was out there with these starters. Remember, no Jaylen Waddle, so who knows who would have been receiver 3 when it was just receiver 2 out there. Or we had to put a receiver 2 out there as well. Didn't play much late in the game. Clear sign there. It's a multi-man battle, right? Braxton Berrios is the leading Dolphins receiver. 3 catches, 33 yards, and a nice touchdown catch from who else but Skylar Thompson. I thought he played well. He had a great week of practice, again, joint practice against the Texans. He's an obvious slot receiver fit. He was always going to be on this team. So I feel confident saying Braxton Berrios has the lead from a snap count perspective of wide receiver 3, knowing that Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle can also and will also, they did today with Tyreek Hill, who had just the 1 catch, it was a nice one, lined up in the slot as well. But the other men in the mix, right? Robbie Chosen, no catches, 1 target. Not the perfect throw, but, you know, not great. High throw from Thompson off his hands. I say those should be caught, but it was also a high throw. He has 0 catches in 2 games. It's not great. Cedric Wilson got involved, but he was kind of playing deep into the football game. 2 catches, 31 yards, which is noteworthy. Then Eric Ezekama had 3 for 24, also had like a negative catch of like 3 yards that brought down his numbers. Another explosive play. Those are plays over 20 yards. He and River Craycraft had the 2 catches that were over that figure. So good news there on Ezekama, who I think is going to be a nice piece moving forward for the Dolphins. So who do you want in the end as wide receiver 3? Sound off for me in the comments section. Drop that player name right now. Takeaway number 5 is Isaiah Wynn going to be your left guard. Lester Cotton was injured before today's game. Liam Eichenberg was injured in the game. By the way, as we sit here filming, literally like 2 minutes ago, confirmed shoulder injury for Devon Achane and a lower body injury, extremity injury for Robert Jones, which all of a sudden, it's down to Isaiah Wynn and Lester and, Robert Hunt is your healthy guards right this second. I saw Wynn get pushed back a few times up front. A couple plays I thought he didn't have the best reps. I do, especially for offensive line play, I need to go back and watch and see exactly what they were really doing. It's tough to do it on the live copy, but Eichenberg's banged up. The Dolphins had great success on offense, so probably fine enough up front, but I do want to go back and watch more in depth the left guard spot as it relates to Isaiah Wynn. But hey, you win 28-3. You should never be upset. A much better performance this week than last week for the Miami Dolphins.